Morning, lovely people. It's day 10 today. Oh, I'm so shiny faced. So shiny faced because I used an oil this morning. Ignore the shiny face. Hope you guys are fantastic, feeling well, and having a fantastic day wherever you are. It's Thursday. A very, very lovely day. It's like a perfect British weather. It's just, there's just like this light gray cloud that's just hanging about, barely seen the sun this morning. So, pretty awesome. We've got a pretty low-key day today, which is always a nice thing. Just take a break. And that's because Fridays and Saturdays, they're super hectic for us and they kick off really well. And this weekend, we've also got swimming lessons because those are back into play as well. So that's going to be quite interesting. I have a few errands to run, a few things to pick up and deliver. So join me in that. Plus, we're also going to be checking out the mini wildlife cam. I forgot to take it down last night and I didn't feel like going out in the rain to try and get it down in the dark. So I'm going to take it down and we're going to see if we manage to get any video footage. Yeah. So I'm so happy because something just came through the post today. So it's a little bit of a long story, but just sit down, grab your tea. Because I have to share it with somebody because my husband isn't too keen on it. But I have basically discovered the world of fragrances. Okay, so it's really weird. I've never really done perfume before because I'd always just been like, oh, perfume and all that. But it turned out it's because the decades ago that I did try perfume, I was buying cheap perfume and I didn't like it. So I never even bothered to ever look at the designer perfumes or the expensive perfumes at all. And it turns out that cheap perfume doesn't smell as nice. And so I it's such a funny story. So I got a free sample through the post. There's a magazine that we get monthly and it came with a free sample. Normally with the free samples, I tend to just chuck them. But this one caught my eye because it had peony on it. And peony is one of my favorite flowers, one of my absolute favorite flowers. So beautiful. And I just tried it, sniffed it before I threw it out. And I wasn't repulsed. I didn't hate it. I actually thought, oh my gosh, this is really lovely, light and floral. And I was like, dare I try it? So then I tried it and I did what I've seen them do in those, the old style movies. So I just put a little bit on there and I dabbed it like that. And I loved it because for the rest of the day, despite the fact that it was a cold gray, it was a cold gray day. Each time I would catch a whiff of this light, springy, floral thing, I would immediately picture my colorful tulips, my spring garden, and it was wonderful. And I spent most of the day with this like lovely smile on my face. And then I went and I looked at the price of it. It was Acqua di Parma Pionia Nobile. I looked at the price of it and I was like, that's expensive. But then I started reading more about it and learning about fragrances and fragrance families and how you've got your top notes, your middle notes, the heart of the perfume, and then your base notes. And it's just been fascinating. It's like I got into a hole and then I was just like, oh my gosh, there are actually other perfumes that probably smell like this. And I started looking so fascinated. And then the moment lockdown ended, one of the things that I did when I went to the shops was I, went to try the different perfumes that I had listed. Some of the perfumes, there was Chanel No. 5 on there and Thierry Mugler, Jean-Paul Gaultier, and the perfume bottles. They are so beautiful, so gorgeous. So anyway, I've been down a fragrance rabbit hole. But because the perfumes are also quite expensive, and I'm not sure whether this is just a phase that I'm going through, because I have been known to have phases where, I just get into something, I hyper focus on something, and then later on I sort of move away from it. But so far, it doesn't seem to be a phase because I've tried several ones. I've tried Flower Bomb, which I absolutely love, but it's a very summery one, which I'm realizing is a problem because the summery fragrances, they instantly remind me of summer. And then I feel a little bit sad that we're in winter and we're not in summer. So then I read that you're supposed to have a winter fragrance and a summer fragrance. So I have to, But anyway, the point is, I'm absolutely enjoying ordering samples of these perfumes so that I can test them out on me. Because here's another thing that I didn't realize as well. You can sample something on paper on the sampling cards, which is what they gave me in the shops. But it's different to when it goes onto your body because your body chemistry reacts differently to a perfume. So it means that a perfume you may buy the same perfume, but on two different people, it will smell slightly differently because it's interacting with your own. And I was just like, mind blown. But anyway, it's a fun one. But just the bottles alone, they're just so beautiful. Especially, I love the Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal bottle because it's just like these legs, these vaudeville type legs. Awesome. So anyway, I've got 4 samples that I've just been dying to get. So I've got a Creed Silver Mountain Water. So for some of them, there's no rhyme or reason. Some of them is just because I liked the look of the bottle. And I was just like, can I try and see what it is? Like this Marc Jacobs Daisy. So there's the sample over there. I got these from a place called, they didn't put a receipt in there. I think it was either Scent Samples UK or Fragrance Samples. But, I'll put the link in the description box down below because it's really cute. It comes in like a little velvety tie box, which, it's matching my sweater. It's purple. Okay, so what have we got? Creed Silver Water. And then we've got Marc Jacobs Decadence, which I read on a lot of perfume love boards. It is considered to be one of the top 10 female fragrances. So I've definitely been wanting something that is quite, feminine and delicate and all that. And then we've got Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Oh, okay. I accidentally ordered the Intense Pour Homme, but never mind. So I'm quite excited about trying these. And my plan has been that I get this like teeny tiny sample, but this is enough for about 5 to 7 days worth of wear. So I'm wearing one for a week and then I kind of like see how I feel about it. If I like it, if I don't like it after the first day, I'm not even going to bother with it. But it's a great way of trying out fabric. Not fabric. So I keep on mixing fabric and fragrance because it kind of sounds similar. But yeah, so that's another thing that's been exciting me of late, doing the fragrances and all that. And I've been shopping around for my 16-year-old son as well, because he's getting to that age where personal grooming is a thing, and so it's been fun looking at the men's fragrances. But if anybody has been in the fragrance game for longer than I have been, I know I'm sort of late to the game at 40 years old now. I'm kind of like, I want to have a signature scent. I want to have some fragrances. Can you hit me up with some suggestions for somebody who likes a lot of flowers and gardens and and for winter? So for winter I do like the smell of coffee, and I also like the woody smells and all that, because I like walking out and about. So do give me some suggestions down below. I would appreciate that. I'm just looking for ideas, and I'm getting the samples, and I'm saving up money so that for my 41st birthday I can treat myself to a nice bottle of some fragrance. But anyway, gotta get on with it. That went on for a little bit of a while, but I decided to try Marc Jacobs Decadence today. and for the rest of the week. And so we're going to see how I get on with that, but it smells amazing. I see why people make a big fuss about it and they say that it's really good, but it's like there's a light floraliness to it, but it's got a strong scent, not too strong, but yeah. Anyway, I'm looking forward to trying it. I think out of the 4, it's the one that I did like the most, enough to make it the first one that I would try. But sweet. Remember, guys, any recommendations for lightweight? I don't like thick fragrances. I know that I don't like opium. I tried opium and I just found it too overpowering. So anything that's sort of like lightweight, with a little musk, or just tell me what your favorite perfume is. We'll start from there. Tell me what your favorite perfume is, and yeah. I've come outside to get the mini wildlife camera so I can check the footage, and I just noticed something very strange going on in my garden in December.
These are crocuses, and it's early December, but I've got crocuses already coming out. It's a little bit too early for the crocuses to start coming out. Right. So these are all of my flower pots that are populated with spring bulbs, and so crocuses and tulips, and they're all quite epic, and I put them out of the way here. This before, when it's springtime, I'll then take them. I put these cages over to stop squirrels from doing this, so the squirrels dig them up. Just put that back on here. But guys, this has never happened before. That's the crocus and crocuses over there. This is tulips and some more crocus. Very strange. Look at that. That's tete-a-tete daffodil, the narcissi. That's tulips. Still got some fuchsias on here, though this one is my favorite fuchsia. I love this. Look at the delicate pinks and the cream floral, and it's like such a pretty dress shape. So still have that. The hydrangea is dying down nicely. Evening primrose. No, is it primula? Some jasmine. I also found a pink rose. There's still a couple of roses in this rambling rose bush. Lovely spots of color. These are marigolds, crackerjack marigolds. We shouldn't be having any around this time now.
I mean, I know that we normally have very mild winters here in England, but this is a bit crazy. I've never had my spring bulbs begin to shoot out this early before. It's crazy. Let me show you some more spots of color in the garden.
There you go, that's some coleus. It's lovely. And this was seed that just accidentally fell into this drainage pipe, and then I just let it grow. These are shallot onions that I'm going to transplant into the ground soon, but they're doing well. Again, I've covered them over from squirrels because those squirrels are pesky little fellas. See what they do? They dig into everything.
I just got back from going to buy some house cleaning supplies. I had run out of bathroom cleaner and toilet cleaner, something you never want to run out of during Christmas time. So I stepped out, and I must say the Decadence, the Marc Jacobs, I stepped out and got into the cold air. The fragrance took on a different flavor, but in a really good way. And I kept on wanting to smell my wrist, and I'd catch a whiff of the perfume, and every time I just feel like, oh, wow. It's got these really it's sweet. It is sweet. It gets sweet over time, and it's got a very strong plum scent. I have a plum tree, so I like plums, but it's quite warm. So unlike, say, the Flower Bomb perfume, which was so light and airy, it kept on making me think of butterflies and tulips and things. With this one, yes, it is sweet, but it's also like a dark sweetness, I think. But oh, wow, guys, I think I may have found my winter fragrance, Marc Jacobs Decadence. I can see why people seem to like it. I love it. I love it. And yeah, fragrances are quite exciting. Anyway, I've got about an hour to go before I have to pick up my kids from school. So I am going to tidy away the things that I bought, get started on making dinner. I've got a Zoom call around 4 o'clock, so I have to make sure that dinner is ready before then. Keep it warm so that by the time I finish the Zoom call, I'm able to serve dinner straight away. So yeah, a very easygoing day, but I'm very happy because I got my fragrance samples, which I'm very excited by. Oh, I bought them from fragrancesamples.co.uk, and I totally rate their service. So I was a little bit like, should I not? But it looks like they're the real deal. But yeah, I am looking forward to seeing some of the perfume recommendations, because I'm just going to be buying up samples and samples and samples, create a long list, a short list, and then a final list, all that sort of fun stuff.